Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
Think back to a couple years ago. He's the 2nd overall pick. He's the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Going into year 2, Mike, I think the expectations were that he was going to blow up onto the scene and be MVP-type quarterback. The team as a whole took a little bit of a step back, and so did CJ. So I think going in, they're motivated. I think they want to recapture a lot of the magic from CJ Stroud's rookie year and now see, okay, in year 3, with the pieces he has around him, they think the sky's the limit. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have a Texans first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Kansas City sends Nico Remigio back to return. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
Well, there's not a whole lot left to say. I mean, if Patrick Mahomes is under center, you go into every game with a chance, not only to win the game, but to ultimately win the Super Bowl. I mean, he is a generationally great quarterback, one of the best we've ever seen. And anytime he lines up behind center, Mike, it is just an absolute blast for us to sit up here and really watch greatness play out in real time.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And they will finally run him down up near midfield.
It's a gain of
A pickup there of 28 yards.
That's good for a Kansas City.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
47-yard line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Motion man is Rice. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. 15-yard pickup there. And the Chiefs have a first down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
That's another.
It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Texans offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
3rd down
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
That one is caught by Collins. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. Here's Tommy Townsend now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Chiefs offense ready to take over for their second possession. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
Will Anderson on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So, from 3rd and 2, back him up to 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, KC.
1st and 10.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are. And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. Firing right side, brought in by Brown.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. We're trying to pick this up with a jet sweep. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the Texans are going to come up with it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That's a gain of 19, and a very quick first down.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
On the toss, it's Marks. Ooh. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 34-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 29 yards in all, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. To throw is Stroud. Bit of a wild throw there behind his man, Russ.
This was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
3rd, and it's Stroud. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. So, this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco.
Of 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. And in motion is Brown. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete left side to Worthy. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Chiefs first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Patrick to throw. Left side in the hands of Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
That's another
nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Texans offense and their running back, Woody Marks, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
A short throw pulled in by Schultz.
Complete to Dalton Schultz. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
and with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. And he pushed it. no good. That is wide to the right. And they are not able to draw closer.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
First down throw, Mahomes. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Nico Remigio to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still first down.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
The 37-yard line brings up second down.
So, from the 37, here's second and a yard. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there, and the Chiefs have a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard
Second and short.
line.
Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
A run. It's Pacheco. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Set to go now on first and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Mahomes on first down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up second down.
been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Now, a carry for Hunt. And he will score! Touchdown, KC.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
And Butker on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs extend their advantage to 14-3.
Chiefs 14, Texans 3.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense and their running back, Woody Marks, heading back onto the field. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. On play action. Stroud. He'll air one out for Higgins. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
On the RPO, he'll just flip it forward. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7. Now Stroud. Not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught downfield. It's Kelsey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
34 yards.
Mahomes connects with Kelsey for a big one. It's a gain of 34.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. That's on the big man, Super Bowl champion Trey Smith. Mahomes now on 2nd down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Man in motion is Brown. 3rd and long for Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That's the All-Pro 3 years running, Chris Jones. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Stroud. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Now a give to Pacheco, running right. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. That's on the tackle, Jawan Taylor. Mahomes back. This one brought in by Brown.
Mahomes pass complete to Marquise Brown. A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 22-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Third down and 9. To throw is Mahomes. That is hot. He gets the hook up with Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now a 3rd and 2. Motion man is Rice. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Field goal, a 45-yard attempt.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs going to open up a 17-3 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Harrison Butker.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Texans offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's to the tight end, Stover. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Mike Dana working his way in there to record the sack.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Deep 3 downfield. It's Kirk. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
18-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That one out wide for Marks. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
That one broken up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's 4th down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
On 4th down, Stroud. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. So, fresh out of a 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down at the 30. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious as we say so long from Arrowhead.